Oh, okay. So we're live. Okay. All right. Let's load it up just to make sure. Yes. All right. Welcome to the Vegas Benchwarmer Podcast. I'm Eric. He hate me 702. This guy down in the right corner is
Jeremy with a G.
Then we got the guy above him.
What's going on? It's Coach Womack, Coach V Woe on Instagram.
And then we got the guy underneath me. That is
MJ, DB at Mayville State from Vegas.
What high school? What high school?
Went to Clark, at W Clark to be specific.
What's their mascot? Is that the Chargers or the
Chargers? Chargers.
Yeah, Chargers.
Clark Chargers.
Okay. Yeah. What were you guys color? Were they black and gold?
Black and gold.
Okay.
Oh no, it was. At first it was yellow, but then they like transitioned to like gold and black.
Right. And a little funny backstory about Clark. They used to be one of the worst high schools probably in the state of Nevada. I remember they were on like a 11-year no-win streak. Like, I think it was longer than that. But back when I was in high school, it was like 10, 11 years of zero wins for the whole season. So, pretty crazy backstory about Clark. Just a little sidebar.
They sucked in everything when I went to school there. Unfortunately,
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I didn't go to school there. I went to Rancho, but we wrestled them all the time. Yeah.
It's crazy how the roles have reversed with Rancho and Clark.
Yeah, that's true. Because from what I understand, Rancho is garbage. Rancho's always been garbage in football. We've always sucked.
They're terrible.
And I think Clark basketball is like legit, right? They had beat Gorman or something crazy like that. I remember seeing.
They like my senior year, they low key fell off. They still had dogs on the team, but like they were at their prime my junior year. They was like they had just like played Chino Hills. They only lost by I think 8. Then they was like the best team in Nevada. Then they ended up losing to Gorman in state.
Right.
But the year before that, I think they beat them in state.
Crazy.
But we was bad though at that time.
That is. So what year did you graduate?
2020.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So how did you pick Mayville State? How did that happen? Tell us about that. How did the recruiting process go?
Right. Explain that
So,
process because you was the starter.
Initially, it wasn't like at the time, like during my recruiting process, I didn't have too many schools like come and visit me at my school. I think I had 2 schools, and one of them wasn't even really coming to see me, but like I was just like an extra, like someone who was already there and had good film. So the coach talked to me, but the running backs coach here was at another school, University of Wisconsin River Falls, and they had came and recruited me. And at the time, he was interested in me. He wanted me to go there. It was a D3 school, and he came. He sat down, explained to me like type of offense they run, type of defense they run. Sat me down and 2 other seniors, and also Troy, and he was just explaining to us about the school, about the environment. And then so fast forward, this was probably like December. Fast forward, COVID hit. Not too many schools was hitting me. I got my first offer from JUCO, and then like I had got 2 other NAIA offers, and I was seriously talking to a school named St. Mary's University in Kansas. I was seriously considering them, but at the time, Troy started getting offers too. And me and Troy, we went to middle school together, elementary school together, play high school ball together. So if we got the opportunity to, we wanted to play college ball together. And so he had got the offer from Mayville, and the coach, the same coach that came and visited me, he hit me. He was like, "Oh, I just got a new job in Mayville, and we're interested here. We'd like to give you an offer." And so I think Troy had the offer for about like maybe 2 weeks before I had mine, and then I ended up getting my offer. But COVID low-key helped that whole process because I think they extended the recruiting period because of it. And before that, I was getting schools that were interested in me. Like I was getting some D2 looks. Like I was getting like looks, but I wasn't getting any like serious attention. But then like when I got the opportunity to take like the recruiting process in my own hands with Twitter and everything, that's when like I really started to get the attention that I was looking for.
Right, and especially for you because you played multiple positions in high school, and I know you went through like a huge transformation, body wise, growth wise. So explain that process too. So like, were schools talking to you strictly at quarterback, or like, what was kind of your plan going in? Were you just looking to get in somewhere and just kind of just jump in wherever, or was it specific to like position?
So initially at first I was just trying to get to a school, wherever they would take me, like whatever position they took me at, I was willing to go. And I went to a camp under as a receiver, and then I did good at that camp, and then that had got me 2 offers from that camp, and then I had still like kept sending my quarterback film out there because I really wanted to play quarterback. I being in control is something that like just comes natural to me. Like when opportunity comes, I want to be the one to make that play. So like I wanted to play quarterback, and like I didn't really know if colleges would give me the opportunity because I'm only 5'9", 5'10" with shoes. So I didn't really think anybody would give me that chance. So then a bunch of other schools started offering me, and they're offering me at quarterback. So I was like, oh yeah, like people see potential in me. I could take this. Like and like my pops always told me, like my pops was never down for me switching positions from jump. Like he told me, like, you want to play quarterback, you're a quarterback. Like don't let anybody else sway your options. You know what you can do. Don't let anybody like waver you from that. And so like also that's another thing COVID helped with. Like during that time I was just really grinding. Like you said, like I was heavy. I was like at one point like 5'7", like 225, like my junior year. So going into my senior year, my coach had threatened me with being a backup to a guy who didn't play varsity the year before. I had played varsity and started towards the end of the season, and this guy was a dude on JV, but he was threatening him to give him my position. So like I took that as like a challenge. So basically I just lost the weight. Long story short, I ended up starting and all that. But then even when COVID like hit, like I had already shed some type of weight, but when COVID hit, like it just even got more dramatic. So the weight I shed, like I really turned it into muscle, like really trimmed it down, got more tone, got faster, got stronger, stuff like that. Then when I got to college, I was playing quarterback, and I had hurt my shoulder during the summer, like not just the COVID part, specifically during the summer, like towards the end of the summer, I hurt my shoulder. And when I first came back, I was just excited to get back throwing the ball. But like when I first heard it, I was just trying out different positions. I didn't like my cousin and my brother were working out with us, and I didn't want to be the only one sitting out. So I would go try out different positions, DB, receiver, like just try different stuff out, just so I can stay active, keep on like the grind. And the way I look at it, if I was at quarterback, learning how receiver moves can help me with timing. If I'm at quarterback, learning how a safety might think can help me with how I read the defense. So I thought about it as a win-win situation. And then so I got to school, and we had three guys already here, and those guys are good players and all that. But like I could tell, like even coming in, like I knew I could do it, but at the same time, like if it's uncomfortable for me to throw the ball, I don't even see the point in me staying and even trying to hurt myself just to prove a point. So I talked to coach, and I asked him if I can go play defense. And he said, yeah, what position you want to play? And I told him just DB. I don't know yet. I'm going to try out. And I basically ended up getting put at safety, and it just clicked.
Well, you being a quarterback helps you on the DB side, with you being able to recognize routes and stuff like that, right? But how was the transition other than that from QB to DB?
Right, like
what was the hardest thing? Playbook. What was the
preparation? Like, what was that?
Yeah.
Explain.
Because it's two totally different looks at the field when you're playing DB safety as to playing quarterback. Quarterback.
Right, like, and especially at the college level too, because you're in quarterback meeting room, you're in offensive position room, now you're in DB room, defensive meeting. Now you're doing DB drills. So just kind of just kind of run through that process with you, if you don't mind.
I would probably say the hardest part about transitioning was for me was the physical part, because when I first got here, like I said, I was at quarterback. So when I transitioned to defense, the playbook went from like reading trigonometry to going back to English again. So like it was just a big drop off, because our offensive playbook is so like diverse and it has so many levels to it. So, but switching into defense, like for the main part, like we have our base. Like you can put different stuff in our base, but we have our base. So that helped out a lot. So transition as far as just for me was the hardest part was the physical aspect because, like you said, like I had played quarterback, so I didn't like I was always an instinctual player and I played football my whole life. So I had a feel for what I was doing on the field, but it was the little things that was making a difference, like learning how to T-step, learning how to backpedal, like not just like backpedaling, but actually backpedaling as fast as somebody can run forward, full speed. Like just the little things that became the hardest part for me because the mental side of the game, I that's been in me since I was young. Like my pops put that in me since I was a kid, honestly.
Yeah, because when you train like the training is completely different for a DB and a quarterback, like completely different. You said about the physical aspect of it. When playing cornerback, did you have more trouble with like the speed or more like kind of deciding which way they were running on a route? Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay. I would say for me it was the speed because I'm what people call quick. Like I'm quick. I'm not fast. I'm not track fast. I'm football fast. I'm fast. Like I'm bursty. Like I'm not going to sprint with nobody. But sometimes there's situations to where I got to turn and run, and like I just gotta know angles. So the biggest for me was just the speed. Like the physicality. I've always been a physical player. So like when it came to hitting and stuff, that wasn't really an issue. It was just mainly the speed. Because a lot of you guys in this division can run. A lot of my teammates can run. Like Lee.
And I
got a guard can run.
Right.
We all know Lee can run.
That's what I was gonna say, right?
Lee,
Especially and you guys are deep at receiver, y'all. Like, because I just watched the last game against Dakota State, and I wasn't sure about the numbers, but every dude they had in there in the slot was fat. Like everybody was fast. Everybody could run. So. Definitely.
Right.
It seems like y'all got your hands full in practice, like you know what I'm saying, trying to stop those guys.
We battle, like, and that's the good thing. Like we understand what we in practice for. Like we understand we here to make each other better because at the end of the day, it's about Mayville. But we get those battles in. Like I come to practice every day, letting them know, like, yeah, you gonna have to practice today, and they do the same. Like. They take their blocking serious. I feel like we got the best blocking receivers in the division. They take their blocking serious because I'm trying to shed it serious. So we got some guys. They keep me on my toes, and I feel like I try my best to keep them on there.
How is it guarding Lee? Like just straight up. Like how is that to guard him? Because that boy is so fast.
Right. But funny backstory though, like during the summer, they I know they played constantly. Because his shoulder was hurt. Right, exactly. But the funny dynamic about the training sessions that we used to have over the summer was like, even if you were a quarterback and you did all quarterback reps, when we did one-on-ones, everybody was playing everything. So you were playing corner, you were playing press man, you're playing wide out, you're playing quarterback. So everybody was getting the competition. So it's kind of funny because like there were times when MJ was throwing dimes to Malik, but then there are times when they're covering each other too. So so they definitely had a lot of work pre-Mayville going into that too. But sorry to cut you off. But.
No, that's facts though. And like when we got here, it was kind of like it's the same as playing with your brother. So it's like I know what to expect guarding him. I know what sort of kind of what he got in his bag, but like we said, we both progressing. So like it's every time like I just gotta come. Like I said, like I gotta come ready. Like. I know I'm gonna have to either put some hands on him or I'm going to play off to where I can open my hips and run with him. So it's just with him, I gotta be locked in though. I can't sleep.
And that, of course, prepares you because he is probably one of the best wide receivers in your guys' conference, easily, right?
No doubt.
So that prepares you.
Eli, Reese, we got some boys. We got some.
You guys do. You guys are really deep. You guys are really, really deep. How was it stepping onto a college football field for the first time? Because I've never played college football. I don't think Jeremy's ever played college football. I ain't never played a college sport.
I have.
Vince has. Vince has. But tell me, because I mean, as a kid, of course, you have dreams of going from this to this to this, and ultimately the NFL. But how does it feel like the first time you stepped on that college field, knowing that you had Comet stuff on and you were ready to go crack some heads?
It's kind of two ways I can answer that because it felt different. It felt differently in these two individual times. My first time getting in the game, like to where I'm on defense and not just special teams. I was nervous because I just didn't want to make a mistake, and we were already losing the game, so I didn't want to be the reason that I didn't want to add on to what was already a bad situation. So when I got in, I was just nervous. I still trusted myself. I was still confident just because I know who I am, but I was nervous. I really wanted to make sure that I was doing what coach wanted me to do. But when I got my first start, it was different because I felt prepared. I felt ready. I felt like the situation wasn't bigger than and plus it was the Farmers Bowl too. On top of that, so all the energy was good, vibes were good. Like the community was rocking. It was just like the perfect environment. And then I just stepped on the field and I did my thing. So it was definitely two different feelings.
Right. So then, to piggyback off that, if we had a time machine, right, and you could go back, say you could go back to last, you know what I'm saying, like 2019 fall, and you could talk to MJ at Clark, right? So say if you could, you know what I'm saying, if you can give MJ at Clark one piece of advice about college life, it could be anything from academics to living in the dorms to football, you know what I'm saying? So if you can give MJ at Clark one piece of advice, senior MJ at Clark, what would it be? What would be your one piece of advice to MJ?
Time management, because college that's what it's about 100%. You can be the smartest guy in the room, but if you don't know how to manage your time, then you're not going to be successful. And I had to learn that. And if I go back, I just would tell him start preparing. I'm not saying take on a college schedule at that point in time, but just start preparing, setting time out your day to, study, do homework versus just getting it done when you can. It's make it a priority. That would be the biggest thing I would tell myself.
I like that for sure.
How is college life for you guys right now during the pandemic? Was it what you expected, or was it completely different?
Not what I expected at all. But at the same time, I don't know any other type of way of college life. So I guess I could say this is what I'm used to, I should say now. But it was a very new experience just because not only was COVID around, but it was just a new environment. So it made getting to know people even harder, on top of the fact that I was in a new environment because we couldn't be as close. I always had to wear masks. People couldn't really know my face, and just position meetings because we had to do it through Zoom. Sometimes it wouldn't always work, and just a lot of team activities outside of just practice, but a lot of off-field team activities because we were so spread out, and it was so many guidelines, and our coach was strict about making sure that we stayed in those guidelines. So even to the point to where sometimes it would cost us something we would want to do. We just had to make sure that we was doing it because we knew, because we were playing in the fall, not too many people were doing that. So we had to make sure we were overly safe with the whole procedures and everything.
What was it like playing without fans?
Right.
Because
I have fans.
You have fans in the stands?
Mm-hmm. I have fans.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it was limited, right? In North Dakota, it was just limited.
Yeah.
How many fans were in the stands?
Mm.
Because I'm telling you, when I watched a couple games I watched on YouTube, I had no clue. It sounded like there were no fans there.
I don't know. I don't know how the audio went, but honestly, I'd be so locked in to the game. I couldn't give you a rough estimate, but I would say we weren't at full capacity. I know that, but I know it was a good amount. So probably we're probably at 60% capacity. So
it was more than a high school stadium when you were playing at Clark. You had more fans there than you had at when you played at Clark, or no?
Nah.
No?
Nah. Yeah, COVID wasn't allowing that, and but we still had a good amount of fans. We still had a good turnout though. It was still good energy to where if the kicker got to kick a field goal and they get to thumping, he gonna hear it.
Okay. So you could feel the energy. There was enough fans there that you guys could still feed off that energy.
Right.
Jeremy, are you going to jump in here at any point in time, or are you just going to sit in the back and chill
I'm
until the draft?
just chilling right now. Y'all are asking everything.
Okay, I'm just making sure
Hey, that's his vibe. That's his vibe.
I know, but I'm just making sure
back.
we're not overpowering. Yeah, we're not overpowering. Okay, so going to North Dakota, that from Vegas
In the winter.
in the winter. Well, I mean, they went there, and you guys went there in August, right? Late August. So I mean, it wasn't really winter there, but tell me how that was, because you saw real snow and real cold
early.
Yeah. It was definitely a different experience, but at the same time, it was also sort of like a dream, not necessarily a dream come true, but it was like when you a kid and you see Christmas movies and they got all this snow, and you growing around, you see like concrete and stuff. It's like
desert and sand.
So like when I got out here and like we was practicing in snow. I remember my first snowy practice. That was not a good practice, but my first time like being in the snow, I remember we had a snowball fight, like, and not even just like the snow aspect, but just when I first got to North Dakota, period. This place had a lot more levels to it than I expected. Like this is a lot of deer, like it's a bunch of stuff. Like my first day off the plane, we seen a deer, like was dumbfounded, and they just be chilling. It's like we be practicing, they just be watching practice, like just vibing. And so like when the snow hit though, like, and you know, like it's not just me from Vegas. So us Vegas boys, we went outside. We got a couple cats from Georgia, so and Florida, stuff like that. So we went outside. We had our fun for a little bit, but it got old fast. It got old real fast.
Because it don't go away and you get wet.
Right.
Like,
and
North Dakota sneaks into it. So like they'll give you the soft snow to where it's snowing, but the sun's still out, so it's not that cold. So you cool being out there in the snow, and then like the next day, nah, it's bad. Like sun still be out though. It'd be like negative, windy, snowy. I'm cool.
All right.
So was that your?
So what do you?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Right. Was that your first snow game? First time ever playing football in snow or being around snow? Besides, like if you went to Mount Charleston, but like.
I had 7-on-7 practice in the snow one time for phase 1.
Okay.
Or with phase 1, we had 7-on-7 practice in the snow, but that only lasted like an hour. Once it started snowing too much, it wasn't even really no snow. Now that I see how snow is, but once it got like a couple centimeters, once it started sticking for real, they ended practice. But so yeah, that was my real first snow game. That was my real experience.
Right.
And then the next week, I got my first hail and sleet experience against Dak State. Had to take my visor off at halftime.
Right. That's the worst when you get ice on your face mask. Like when it's
man,
like
I'm
too
trying to
cold
breathe.
to snow. Right. Been there. So look, bro. So okay. So what do you think needs to happen? Do you think you guys need a player? What do you think it is? What do you think it is that, like, you know what I'm saying, that's going to take Mayville to the next level? Because I watched all your games. I watched all the games like that you guys just had. I watched the last game against Dakota State.
I watched 3 or 4 of them. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit frustrating watching y'all because y'all got some talent, but it seems like y'all can't get over that hump, bro. So honestly, what do you think it is? Do you think y'all are close? Do you think you need what do you think? Is it a player? Is it a position? Is it a scheme? Like, what do you think it is? Or is it just gonna take time? What do you think it is that's gonna take y'all to the next level?
I can't speak too much on that because like I'm not a coach, so I can only do so much for my part. But the little bit that I do know is though, I know we do have potential. And another thing is we're such a young team, not even just the players, but the coaches as well. Like we have a young head coach, we have young position coaches. So like they don't have it all together, just like we don't have it all together. And like you said, like we have a lot of potential and a lot of our starters are younger guys. So like that plays a big role too, because we're still, even though we're good enough to be starters, we still trying to get adjusted to that college type level of football. And
so what's the chemistry around the facility like? Is it like, are you guys excited about the future, or is it more like you know what I'm saying? Like explain how you guys feel going into it, because watching it, like you guys are literally right there. Like when I'm watching the game, I'm like, y'all are so close, bro. And it's not like you guys are getting outplayed. It's just it just seems like y'all ain't like you know what I'm saying, like y'all just are so close, and that's just what I'm just trying to see. Like, what's the feel? Like, are you guys excited about it? Are people down about it? What you think?
I feel like we're excited for the simple fact that we only got a taste of what we could do this year, and
Right.
another thing that factored into that is we had such a different type of fall like camp, such a different type of spring season. Like, it's been different, like I said. So not only do we have a bunch of younger guys on the field, we're also having the older guys going through a different type of like development for the season. So they're not used to it just as much as we're not used to it.
Right.
And that plays a big role. But at the same time, we all understand that these are things that you're going to have to go through if you want to be a good program. Like, every program has to go through things, and we embrace that. Honestly, we're excited because we know we're the underdog. We know we have potential, but at the same time, we know we don't get our respect, and that's fine. Like, we're not asking for anyone to respect us because we know the ability and we know the talent we have. And like I said, like, as far as we're concerned, Mayville's not going to be the laughing. Like, no one's going to sleep on Mayville anymore before we're done, and that's just the energy we're carrying. Coaches, I'm talking about from coaches down to trainers. That's just the energy we're carrying. We understand what we need to do, and we're going to take the necessary steps to get it done.
Right. That's what's up, man. Definitely. And it's like I said, like when I watch the games, it's not like y'all aren't competitive. Y'all are definitely scrapping and clawing. And then it was a weird season because I know you guys played a lot of teams twice. You played like 5 or 6 games. You played some teams
and so
twice,
like
so it was weird.
And the crazy thing about that is like the record doesn't really show the story because we played the 2 leading teams in the division twice back to back.
Right.
And we went from scoring 6 points against those teams to putting up fights against those teams just in a matter of like just one offseason. So that just goes to show. Imagine how much, now that we know what we have, now that we're together, now that we understand our coaches understand us, like, just imagine how much more we can do. These are teams that have been together for years, that have been good, that have been had their culture set. Like, we came in a rebuilding stage, and we still are rebuilding. We still are trying to rebuild, but at the same time, we know what to expect now. We know the expectation.
Right.
So we just got to hold ourselves to that standard. And I feel like we're doing that. And I feel like us doing that is going to be a reflection of that. I feel like this upcoming season, we're going to do great things.
That's what's up, man. So, what new recruit are you most excited about that you guys signed? I know you guys signed a lot of Vegas kids. You know what I'm saying? I've seen you guys sign like a couple, like a lineman. I've seen you guys sign the receiver or whatever from DP. So what kid from Vegas are you kind of most excited about getting up there this fall?
My boy Emmett Saldana. I think I'm saying that right. Saldana from Mojave, a lineman.
Gotcha.
And the reason I'm so excited for him is just because, I don't know, I feel like we're cut from a similar cloth. Like, Mojave isn't one of those schools that's known for their football team. Like, and yet I still see him. Like, and I don't know too many Mojave guys that outside of Xavier DeLong. Like, I don't know too many Mojave guys that went far with it. You feel me?
Right. Because I know Tawee Walker was there, but then he bounced to Arizona, so that was really all they had. Right.
Right. Exactly.
Definitely.
And after that, they haven't been good since. Right. And so, like, I just see him still, like, even though with that, it's still not stopping his grind. I still see him putting in work daily, posting stuff to Twitter, like, and he asked questions. I like that. Like, that was, like, one of my downfalls coming in. Like, I didn't ask enough questions. I didn't talk to enough of the older players. So he asked those questions, and he's still preparing. Like, he asked me real questions, like, is the spot guaranteed and stuff like that? Like, you're gonna have to. We had these real conversations. Like, you're gonna have to come in and fight for your spot, and he's ready to do that. And I like that in him. Like, I like his mentality. He seems like a good kid. He seems like he's coming in with the right type of energy. And like we said, we know we have potential. So if we got young guys coming in motivated, just like we did, and just like our older guys are, we're gonna be good.
Bad, bro. And my last question, man. So, what is the most heated position battle right now going on the team? Is it in the receiver spot? Like, what's the most heated room right now as far as battling for that top spot? Like, what what group do you see battling the most?
Honestly, I wouldn't necessarily say we have too many heated position battles for the simple fact that like we do everything in our position groups like usually. So we have like competitions going on, but it's never necessarily heated. Like it never goes past the field and it never really makes it to an environment to where you feel like you're competing, but you don't feel like you're at war with this person.
Gotcha.
But honestly, I would say like we have some competition going on at receiver. We had some new quarterbacks come in. We got competition going on at quarterback. I mean, we have our starter, but we still got some guys competing, looking for a spot. So, I mean, honestly, everywhere. I mean, if we're being real, and that's not even to be like politically correct, like everybody got a spot. Like no one's spot's guaranteed. Like not even mine. Like everyone's got to fight every day. So, and we like we said, we understand that. Like, and our coach brings that next man up mentality. Like if you're not getting it done in practice, it don't matter if you started every week before. If you're not bringing that energy, if you're not bringing what you need to, then you're not going to play this week. So that plays a big role. So every day, I mean, every position, everything is in constant competition.
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
Jeremy, you got any questions, buddy?
No.
No. So I don't know if y'all can see that, but I've been going over and trying to share your schedule.
I've been seeing those pictures. So, I mean, if you want to tell Mayville if they want a new photographer.
Stop talking shit, Jeremy. So I'm going through sharing your guys' schedule, sharing your guys' some of your games from last time. Right now, there's pictures of you guys playing. I'm not sure. When you said you played the 1 and 2 team of your conference, tell people who the 1 and 2 team are.
It's Dickinson State and Waldorf.
Okay.
Waldorf University.
So if I'm not mistaken, when you said Waldorf, when you said the one, and I know Waldorf was your first game, I showed that earlier. Waldorf was you guys' first game of the year, if I'm not mistaken, and you guys like literally changed the whole entire environment, like of how that game was played. Like the last couple of years, you had got stomped by them, and it was a very, very competitive game this season. Let me try to go back to it. Do you want to talk a little bit about how that felt? Because they are a rival of yours, right?
I mean, every school is a rival, but our real rival is Valley City.
So, okay. So the first game you guys played them, it was 50-40, and then the last time it was 21. Yeah, you guys got kind of screwed. Yeah, but that's all.
Was really weird.
Yeah, but that's all having to do with COVID. So I mean, in the pandemic. So that's not really that. So what do you think about what are you looking forward to most? Like, what games are you looking forward to most about with this season coming up? Like, what is your one game that you have circled that like, nah, we getting these mugs right now?
Dakota State.
Dakota State. Okay. What game is that? Let me see. They got 20.
And y'all just lost a coach to them, right? If I'm not mistaken, a coach or two to Dakota State. So it's a little bit personal.
For
sure.
So Dakota State is September 25th. That's your guys' first game at Dakota State. I mean, the first game you guys played Dakota State.
And they just
played them.
Personal for me because that was my quarterback coach.
Right.
And it's all love with him, but I just want to win that game.
Oh, so the quarterback coach went to Dakota State.
Yes, sir.
And Dakota State is one of your rivals, right?
Right.
I know you say everybody's a rival, but as a fan,
really our rival is Valley City.
That's right. You just said that. I need to pay attention more. You literally just said that. You just said Valley City. My ass is paying attention to the schedule.
I haven't even heard of them.
We didn't end up playing them this season. We didn't end up playing them this season.
So you guys play Dakota State and Valley City back to back
this year. Yes,
this season.
This fall.
Yeah, Valley City State University, North Dakota. How many schools are in North Dakota?
A million.
A lot.
Coming up with
more
I never heard
colleges than people. They got more colleges than people in North Dakota, bro.
So, what do you feel it would be a successful season for you this year? What are your goals for the season this year? Like, what are you hitting? Like, when you're sitting back thinking about this year, you're like, look, I want to do this. How many of those do you have to hit for it to be successful? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm horrible at this interviewing, but
I want to win conference to start it off. I want to win our conference. And
so how many games do you think that would take to win conference?
Like 6.
It depends because it's weird. It goes off of not necessarily who you beat, but who had the best record in conference. So
Yeah,
like, but if we like beat, I feel like if we beat Dickinson State and Waldorf, then the rest, then in a sense we won the conference because like those have been the conference leaders up until that point. So really, my goals honestly are to beat those two teams, and then everything else I feel like will fall in place after that.
Okay, so your team goals are win your conference, of course, and then beat those two teams.
Beat Dak State next. Beat Dak
okay.
State.
What are your personal goals for the season?
Honestly, I want to start off by like 3.0 for sophomore year. I want to finish with that. I want to. Right now, I'm trying to get the record in picks at my school. Me and my teammate Navy, number 13, Denzel, we battling for that right now.
What's the record?
I think it's like 4 in the season. Okay. So we trying to. It's not that many exactly, but we trying to get it.
So you telling me you gonna have that by game 4, right? You gonna
we need
man,
that
I'm
by
gonna try.
Week 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Week 2.
But yeah, I want to get the interception record. And lastly, I just want to establish myself as like a leader on the defense, and then ultimately a leader on the team. But that's later down the line. But I just want to start off by being a leader on the defense, and not just because I'm in a leadership type position, not just because I'm playing safety, but because I know the defense that well, I know my opponents that well, and I know my teammates that well to where I can just be the coach on the field in a sense.
So when you say leader on the defense, you're not just talking about like a leader in the locker room. You're talking about like, hey, I'm calling out audibles and I'm doing this and this and this. And
no, I'm talking about not just audibles though, but
okay.
Like,
everywhere.
Yeah,
you want the whole package.
I call audibles now. Like the free safety calls audibles now, but like I wanted for me it's deeper than football. I want to have a camaraderie of my teammates. Like I want that to be high as possible, and I want everyone like to know that when I'm on the field, like when I'm on the field, they know my job is going to get done, and they know that if anything were to happen, he knows what to do. If he knows how to do my job, but I want to make sure my job is done first to make sure that they can trust in me to be able to help them if they need it. That makes sense.
So speaking of leadership, this is kind of off topic a little bit, but based off of everything that's been going on with like the social injustice and just kind of all that stuff, so speaking on leadership, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been following you. Obviously, I follow you, you know, and I've been seeing some of the stuff that you've been posting. So do you guys have anything specifically planned coming up for this fall? Like as far as the school, just trying to get the community more to rally around social injustice. And then also my second part is like, how are the coaches and the leadership, like how are they supporting you guys? I've heard a lot of different things, not just from Mayville, but I've heard a lot of different things where some coaches don't want their players posting about social topics, don't want them talking about social topics. So just explain that balance, trying to find that balance between being like, you know, a social warrior and then just kind of, you know, shut up and dribble as kind of people had to say. So, you know what I'm saying? If you can just kind of go off of that.
As far as like the community and the school, I feel like honestly the community is a lot more open than people give it credit for than I gave it credit for initially. The people are very friendly, very polite, and not just surface polite, not just surface friendly. They actually care about you. Like this, because it's such a small community, everyone literally knows everyone, so everyone is there for everyone. Like we really rely on each other. Like I say, the football team, how no one believes in us but us. Same way with this town. Like they have an underdog mentality, but at the same time, they're hard workers, tight knit. Like so, the community supports us. Like the community knows, like, yeah, that wasn't okay, and they make sure that we know that they know that it's not okay. As far as the college, we have a diversity program here, and it's actually part of the scholarship. You can get a scholarship for the program, and basically, like they spread awareness. They they not just hang up signs, but they do like little activities, little like questionnaires, all type of things around campus to where they can get not only your opinion but your view. But like your backstory. They try to get to know you, and they try to get everyone to like be inclusive. At the end of the day, like we're such a small school that everybody's voice matters because everyone's voice is going to be heard because we're so close together, because it's such a little bit amount of us. So like they just try to make sure that everyone knows that their voice does matter and that they are a part of this community and that they are a part of this program. And then for football, I don't know what we're planning to do up into the future, but I do know that as far as like last semester with the George Floyd situation, that was fresh. That was like it had just happened. We had a meeting and like our coach, she sat down. We had some of them hard conversations because, as you guys know, my coaches are white, so like they probably don't. They admitted to not understanding like our sides of everything, but they understood that was wrong. And they wanted us, like I said before, to understand that they knew that was wrong. They just wanted to get our perspective of it, not just the black players, but all the players, because this stuff matters. This is the stuff that's gonna separate like a situation that could happen on the field. Because if he knows how I feel about him, then, or if he knows my views, he's gonna ride for me harder. And so like our coaches really they have our back in these type of instances. Like we take a knee. We don't take it during the Pledge of Allegiance, but we take a knee in solidarity to speak out against police brutality and social injustice. Like I feel like we're doing the things that, as far as just football and the community, we're doing the things to let people know like we're not standing up for this. This is not okay. Everyone's here. Everyone here is welcome. Like your color of skin, what you believe, sexual orientation, none of that stuff matters in Mayville. Like it can matter everywhere else, but in Mayville that doesn't matter. Like there's no place for that. There's no place for hate. We have those posters hung up around the school. No place for hate.
That's awesome. Cool. Thank you for that, man.
That is, because that's something I didn't even think of. Like the how playing, especially in a place like North Dakota, which probably is viewed as something completely different than what you said it was, like a small town. Like you probably went there with a totally different view, and for them to sit there and understand and treat you like that's family, that is awesome. And hey, what is the name of the town that Mayville State is in? I'm sure 90% of people haven't heard of it.
Mayville.
I think it is Mayville.
Damn it, I'm dumb.
Right.
All right, there we go.
No, but
shout out to Mayville, North Dakota. Well, I didn't know it was Mayville, like Mayville State.
As you've noticed, Eric still hasn't changed.
You know, I'm a second guy. My mind is right twice. Okay, my mind is
right. Wasp was the greatest play in Super Bowl history.
The Wasp is the greatest play in Super Bowl history. Stop it right now. We're not even going to get on top of that topic. Last thing I want to ask, because this is something that, a lot of people in social media and a lot of kids in Twitter and stuff like that like to talk about. Why did you pick your jersey number?
26 was given to me, but it does hold a significance because my mom's birthday is December 26th. But the number I plan on wearing next year, the number I'm trying to get next year is 7. But that's just because it's a number of perfection. And I feel like I'm trying to achieve perfection in not only football, but in every aspect. I know I'm not going to be perfect, but I know I can strive towards it. So like the reason, and I carry that number because it's a sign of, I feel like if you're striving to be perfect, and people are going to obviously follow because you're leaving a good type of influence and a good type of vibe and aura around you. So I try to strive to be perfect. I try to be the best me I can be. And I feel like that number symbolizes that.
Listen, I'm cool with that. I'm completely cool with that. But I promise you, if you change your number in the middle of the season, like Leak did, you got to send out like a tweet or something and let us know. You know how hard? You know how hard it is.
I think he.
I get used to like watching the game. I'm literally watching you.
Did y'all see that 85 jersey though?
Right, it was huge. I think he changed his number again, didn't he? What number is he now?
He went on a parachute. He's 28, 28.
Oh, okay.
So
he's still 28. Okay.
I'm watching and I look for your guys' numbers because I don't I'm looking and I'm like, wait, where's? Okay, that's him. Nope, that's not him.
What though? I can always tell Leak by the stance.
Yeah, but you got a different.
Right.
Yes.
The way
You
his
got a
season
different
stance is, I
perspective
just
than
look
we
for the
do. Yeah.
stats. I'm like, oh,
Bro,
okay, there
I
you
know
go.
exactly what you're talking about. I know
Right,
exactly what
that's-
you're
You
talking
got
about.
you got a
Be
totally
little
different
shit, what is
perspective. Yeah.
Hey, and you know what's crazy? I can only tell me on film because of my back pedal, my arms.
Right.
I back pedal boxy. That's
Right,
what
like
another
a
thing we've
T-Rex.
been working on. But
Right.
I back pedal boxy, so I had to get up out that habit.
That's funny.
All right. Does anybody have anything? Jeremy, do you have anything for MJ?
No.
Okay. Anybody else got anything for
I
MJ?
already know that. I'm just leave me in the background and
Right.
Right, you vibing.
All right. So if we have
Appreciate
nothing for
your time,
MJ.
man.
Yeah, we
Appreciate you
really,
for
really
having me,
appreciate your
inviting me.
time,
yeah,
buddy.
definitely.
I would love to get you more when the season comes on, so you can talk more about that. And then if you want to bring anybody else on, let them know. Tell your coaches that we hope that you guys do very, very well. And we are all secretly pulling for you. Like, it's kind of weird. I really don't watch college. I watch more of Mayville State than I watch.
Like, I don't think we're
Right.
secretly pulling for him. We just pulling for him.
We are, but
Why-
like
why-
there's no
Why I gotta
secret.
be a
It
secret? Why I
it
gotta
just
be a
sounded
secret
better
though?
coming out of my mouth. I run this shit in my head and it don't come out right.
And
So,
we
For
will be
dramatic
planning.
effect, huh?
Hey, and we will be planning a trip up there
yes,
we will
I'm
be
just
so-
letting you know.
in the
We
future.
did tell you guys that. We did
will
tell
be
you guys that
pulling
last year.
up, right. We will be
But there was
pulling
no
up
way.
to Mayville. Right.
Yeah.
I found
Y'all
the
toured
hotel.
the infamous
Yeah.
Dollar
Okay,
General.
Right. It's like one hotel in Mayville. I found it. We'll be pulling.
We're gonna pull up in a
Pull
Cadillac.
it up, bro.
Yeah, so it is not
We'll
hard.
pull
I
it
got
up,
weekends
bro.
off. We
Hey, but
told you
don't.
last
When
year.
y'all get here, y'all gonna be in good hands though.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I can't wait to see y'all play in person. We're about to do our live first round draft. You are more than welcome to stay on if you want, and you don't have to be part of it, but you can just watch. If not, you can peace out and we'll be all
Thank
good.
you for your time, brother.
I would, but my computer about to die. I'm
You
glad
good.
this ended when it did. I appreciate
Right.
you guys for having me
All
on.
right, man. We appreciate you. You have a good time, all right, man?
Appreciate
Take it
you,
easy.
kid.
Have a good one.
Be safe. All right, that was awesome. I loved it. All right, so now we got to do the mock draft. Where the fuck is my phone?
Right. I need to grab a beer. Real quick.
Gage, he's
Yeah,
a
me
DB.
too. I need to get a beer too.
Right.
So
2 seconds
wait.
intermission.
yeah, 2-second intermission. Yeah,
He went to Mayville as a quarterback and then switched to DB.
yeah, I know that. Oh,
No,
you're talking to what's his face? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, shout out. I forgot to do this earlier. Jeremy, bow your head a little bit. Bow your head down. So shout out to Ascensions. Follow Mike Lowry. His Mike.
Some reason I got V-neck.
I didn't get a V-neck. Follow Mike and Malika Crawford. I'm going to put the link in the description. Follow their Facebook. Shout out to Ascensions. Thank you very much for this beautiful shirt that they made for us. Thank you. Jeremy got a V-neck. I don't have a V-neck. It's very hard
Sorry,
to see.
I would have worn it, but I have a tattoo on my chest that I just
Yeah,
started.
he's got the tattoo that he just started. Okay, where the hell is my phone? I need to get a beer, get my phone, and be good. Okay, guys. I'm definitely going to shout out StreamYard right now because I'm telling you guys, I love your damn system. At first, I didn't think I was
pretty dope.
I didn't think I was going to like it. When I logged on and saw just the home screen, I was like, what?
Right.
This looks
Bro, that
weird.
was dope how you went to the website. That was dope how you were able to go to the website and
And like I said, I can show videos too. So like
Right.
shout out to StreamYard. Like this might be more often than what I thought. I originally thought we were just going to use it for just like guests, but this is really good. Even when we see it on the live stream, it looks really, really good. Like on YouTube, like they don't show the whole chat; they just show our faces, which is really cool.
Oh, I'm about to check right now.
Yeah, so I thought they were going to show the whole entire thing, so I started recording it, and I was like, I'm not going to record it in OBS Studio because it looks Right now, I think it's in 720 what they're broadcasting it in because that's the highest I could go because I think it might be the free version. But yeah, it looks really good.
Bro, one of you two's about to fuck up my draft. I'm telling you, I already know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and again, it doesn't look bad. The chat's up. Yeah, hey, shout out to StreamYard. Awesome. I will definitely tag you guys in a tweet. I don't know if you're paying attention, but I'm definitely tagging you in this tweet. This is an awesome platform. I don't know if I want to pay $20 a month for this platform, but this is an awesome platform. All right, so now we're going to do the mock draft.
We might have to create emails every week.
Yeah,
we got to create a new email every week and just free trials.
No, well, we could use the free version. The free version's amazing. Like the free version, we could do up to 20 hours. I just don't know.
Bet.
I don't know a month. I don't know if I'm going to pay the $20 a month to do all the other stuff. All right, so let me share my screen so we can go to the PFF. Okay, share. Bam! All right, there we go. So we have the draft. Oh, you know what I forgot? You know what? I'm gonna share a different screen now. I gotta do this one. Hold on. Let me do this one because I'm gonna try it with this one, and we're gonna do a random spin. Okay, random spin. Spinner.
One of y'all. Well, I already know one of y'all's about to fuck up my draft.
Right. That's what I said. I had to pick multiple people. So
like, I only picked one person per team. So.
Right.
Well, you might have had to pick more because of
I didn't. When I came home today,
I just pulled up a prospect list. So I just pulled up a prospect list. So I'm gonna be hyped.
You gonna be all right with the prospect list? This is what I really love.
Right.
So I got that. I'm gonna put it together with our. Just let y'all know. Make sure if you ever spell Jeremy's name, you spell it with a G, because G with Jeremy.
Wait, what happened?
Because every time I try to spell your name, it always autocorrects me. It's like, and I'm putting it in. Okay. Yeah. So here we go. We got the wheel. Okay. So we're gonna spin the wheel for the first pick. All right. Y'all ready? All right, let's see. We got the wheel. Let's see who comes on first. Who gets the first pick?
Me.
Jeremy gets the first pick.
Jeremy with a G.
Jeremy gets pick one. All right, remove Jeremy.
I got the easiest pick.
Just so everybody knows, Jeremy will get pick one, and then every 3 picks he goes. It doesn't matter the team. So we're gonna spin it again between Coach. Pick 2 for me and Coach. Let's go. This is definitely rigged. I got pick 2. So
you say it's definitely rigged?
Yeah, it's definitely rigged. I rigged this shit. Okay, so I got pick 2. Jeremy got pick 1, and Coach Vince, Coach Woback got pick 3. Okay, yeah, that was pretty cool. All right, let's go. All right, it is kind of bullshit. All right, so bullshit. I hope everybody can. But like, this is what I'm not even gonna lie. This is what I like about StreamYard because it's kind of cool. Like the way that.
So am I every third pick, or we?
Yeah, so you'll be the Niners.
We can redo it every time. It don't matter.
I got 3, 6, 9.
Are we trying to redo it every
6,
time?
9.
Yeah, we'll just go every third pick. Yeah.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. I'm trying to make sure I get my shit. All right, I got you.
Yeah, so cool. Basically you're after me. We know that. Okay. So Jeremy's got the first pick. I'm starting the draft right now. All right, Jeremy, who's your first pick?
Trevor Lawrence.
Of course. All right. I'm going number 2. Well, okay, I'm taking Zach Wilson. All right, we know. Who are you taking at number 3 with the Niners?
Come on, bro. It's Justin Fields.
All right. Here, this is where it gets fun at. We're doing no trades, by the way.
Right,
Jeremy, you got the Falcons.
We're going with Pitts.
Oh, see, that wouldn't have been my pick, but okay. All right. Well, I'm going with Sewell, of course, because let's go. Okay, so here we get interesting because now we got the Dolphins on number 6. Yep, that's you, Vince.
I'm reuniting Tua with the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
Okay. All right. So we got so see, I have him dropping. dropping. I had him dropping a lot further. Did not have him as the first wide receiver. Jeremy,
And I know,
that's
how do I know that?
I got a lot of.
I knew that pick was gonna fuck me up.
I got a lot of people reunited.
Did that fuck up your draft?
I got a lot of people reunited in my draft.
Because you're up next with
I mean, it didn't really fuck me up, but it fucked me up.
You're up next with the Lions.
And
I'm gonna go with
so good.
Jamar Chase.
All right, so Jamar Chase to the Lions. Jared Goff gets a good pick. So I'm going with the Panthers. Okay, so this is the issue I had. This is where I'm going to go. Yeah, this is what – fuck you guys. Okay, so – well, I mean, we're literally just going to take three – yeah, we're just going to take three wide receivers.
We should have just split it in the thirds.
Hold on. I'm going – okay, so look, they got – who do they got as a wide receiver? They got DJ Moore. They got Robbie Anderson.
The Panthers need a DB.
Yeah,
they
I'm going.
Best DB.
Yeah, I'm going. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was making sure. I'm going with Patrick Surtain over the wide receiver because I had to go through my head who they had at wide receiver. All right, so you're on the clock with the Broncos. You're going to do what I think you're going to do. Do it.
Right. So okay. So the Broncos are another team that does not draft well. They're going to take Micah Parsons, linebacker from Penn State.
Yeah, I saw that one coming. I saw you taking that one. Yeah. I mean, you did post that in the chat.
And it's right. But yes, the Broncos are going to take a linebacker. They really need a splash player on defense.
Mm-hmm.
Now that their other guys are getting a little older. So I feel like they need a linebacker, and I think they take Micah Parsons, even though it's a mistake.
I have no issue. I agree with you because I think they should probably draft a quarterback. I don't think they will, especially if Trey Lance is on the board. I think they should draft him and let him fight it out with Drew Lock. But I don't see that being. I see that being the perfect pick for them because the tackles are gone. So yeah, I think they're stuck on Drew Lock.
Right, and John Elway's not taking a black quarterback. That's not happening.
Facts. All right, Jeremy.
Hey, you said what everybody else was thinking.
You're on the clock at number 10, Jeremy, with the Dallas Cowboys.
I think the Cowboys are going to go with Kwity Paye.
Kwity Paye. Wait, where the? Oh, you're draw. Okay, so Kwity Paye, the edge rusher from Michigan, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. All right.
Ooh.
I did not see.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Okay.
All right.
I
So
knew they would go defense. I knew they would go defense, but I wasn't thinking that. That's it. Okay. I like that.
Well, with Patrick Surtain being gone, I see that's where.
I mean, I think Paye just makes more sense for the Cowboys. They lost a lot of defensive lines.
Listen, they just lost Sean Lee. I think they replaced him with the guy from Notre Dame. J.O.K. are his initials.
Oh, yeah. J.O.K. the linebacker. Right. Yeah. Jeremiah. I'm not pronouncing his name.
Yeah, Jeremiah Owosu something.
Yeah. Okay, so
don't ask Eric to pronounce it.
I'm not pronouncing that shit. I got Jeremiah right. Y'all leave me fuck. Okay, so
I didn't even realize they just lost Lee. I forgot.
Right.
Okay, so that's right, they did. So we got
Sean Lee just
New York. Now this is the issue. If I was New York, I know they're in love with Danny Dimes. I know that they probably need a tackle. They need a guard. They need some offensive line help. I understand that.
They definitely need a receiver.
But I'm about to go with Jalen Waddle. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm definitely going with Jalen Waddle because they need somebody to throw the ball. This is the issue, though. Let's not forget that they did just sign Golden Tate in the offseason.
That doesn't matter.
Right, but
I think that even
that's a great mentor.
That's what I'm saying. I think that would be a great another target. So you have Golden Tate and Waddle as your outside, Barkley coming up the middle with your running back and a receiving back out the backfield, and they'll figure out the line later.
Jalen Waddle's a great pick.
You're on the clock with the Eagles at 12 of it.
Oh, so this one is tough, man. I honestly think that they go offensive line here, and I think they take Rashawn Slater, offensive tackle from Northwestern.
Even with Trey Lance on the board.
Pick, they might not be right. Yes, right. And I say that because they might not be sure about quarterback, but Trey Lance and Jalen Hurts aren't that much far apart to me. So I feel like in order to figure out what you got with Jalen Hurts, you need to secure that O-line. The Eagles' O-line was horrendous last year. So in my opinion, I think that they take Slater and just make sure that's a centerpiece. Because if you take a quarterback, you still don't know what you got because your line is horrible. And they didn't sign anybody. So that's why I say offensive tackle. That one's tough. And so that's a tough pick.
If you're giving Jalen Hurts a fair shot, you have to go and get a line to protect him.
Right. Now, if you still had Wentz, you might be like, okay, Wentz is on his way out. Let me get another quarterback. But since you got Jalen Hurts, and then the guy, you know what I'm saying, Jalen Hurts and Trey Lance aren't much different player to me. You know what I'm saying? So in that sense, I feel like they go O-line for sure.
Got you. All right, Chargers are on the clock. That is you, Jeremy. Who are you taking with the Chargers?
I think I may go with Caleb Farley.
Caleb Farley, the cornerback out of Virginia Tech, right?
I think it's Virginia Tech.
What?
Yeah. What?
Yeah. Okay.
Please explain that motherfucking draft pick, because I'm just saying you still got Horn, you still got J.C. Horn.
How did you?
You still got Craig Newsome as cornerback. So please explain Caleb Farley when I just
It's still the Chargers.
Oh, so you're saying they're
the hard picks in this draft for me was the Chargers and Washington.
Okay.
Those are the two teams I think are going to fuck up the draft.
I think the Chargers. Right. I think the Chargers go D-line.
I think they win. I think they were going offensive line. I have them, depending on who falls, I have them taking Christian Darrisaw from Virginia Tech.
I mean, I could see them taking Christian, but
that's what I had. Okay.
I see them fucking the pick
Jeremy's not picking nobody good for anybody in his division.
Okay, so listen. I did not think this was going to happen.
I'm just curious to see what you two pick for the Raiders, because we know I ain't got the Raiders.
Right.
I got the Raiders. Ooh, I got the Raiders. Yeah, so I did not think he would be here at 14. And I know that they need offensive line help. I know they need defensive line help, and I know they need safety help. The Vikings. But
Trayvon Moehrig.
My thought process, that's normally who I would have. That's 90% of the time the person I took. But Trey Lance is sitting right here. And for the Vikings,
for who?
How much longer?
No.
Are they going with Kirk Cousins? With Trey Lance sitting there?
Fuck no.
So, I'm thinking.
Nope.
See, I'm deciding between him, Kristen Dershaw, and Trayvon Moehrig.
If you're smart, you're thinking Moehrig.
I don't know who their tackles are.
Minnesota is going defense.
I had
safety.
So. I literally had Trayvon Moehrig in 90% of the mock drafts I did.
That's too high.
So, yeah. For what, Trayvon?
Yeah.
But they're not going defensive line.
I have them going corner. J.C. Horn.
Oh, no. See, I have them going safety. Yeah, I have them going.
Okay.
It's either safety. I'm going with Trayvon Moehrig. It's either safety or Trey Lance. I had them definitely going to. You got the Patriots.
Right. So then who you got? All right, wait a second. So then who did you pick from Minnesota? Just so I'm clear.
Trayvon Moehrig. The safety.
Okay. Bet.
So you have you still have Trey Lance. So just to give you an idea, because you probably can't see the screen there's still Trey Lance at the top. You still have Mac Jones.
I'm looking right now.
Yeah, Kristen. J.C. Horn, Rashard Bateman.
Okay,
so if y'all don't take this,
so I gotta stick. Okay, I gotta stick with my original mock draft because I did all 32. So I had Mac Jones falling to New England. So I got Mac Jones going to the Patriots.
Okay. That's where I had Mac Jones falling every single time. That's where he should be. Stop. Let me restart this. He probably shouldn't be drafted in the top 30. But if anybody's going to take him, it literally he should not be any higher than 15. Maybe the Steelers take him to use a backup but this talk about him going to the Niners is just fucking stupid.
No, that's a lie. The Niners are doing that just so nobody else takes Fields.
Yep. What? Okay, so you're on the clock, Jeremy, with the Cardinals.
Go down that list.
So we got Trey Lance, Christian, Rashad, J.C. Horn,
Barrymore.
PFF says Jeremiah. PFF says they need a tight end, a interior defensive.
I had them taking a cornerback. It's just which one.
So you got Greg Newsome or J.C. Horn?
Right.
The one I really like for them is I think it's too far of a reach.
Yeah, that's probably it. If you're not talking one of those two,
you know who I'm talking about.
That's probably it. I'm guessing. Hold on, I'm looking down. Oh, Asante Samuel? Yeah.
I think it's too high for Asante Samuel.
Who are we talking about? Arizona?
Asante Samuel Jr.
Arizona.
I'm in love with Asante Samuel Jr.
No, Arizona needs O-line.
Yeah, they need the needs for focus is for what Pro Football Focus
interior,
tight end, defensive, and cornerback.
But even me knowing they need offensive line, I still peg them for a cornerback. I just didn't know which one.
Yeah, I have them for offensive line or the interior defensive line.
I think I'd have to go with J.C. Horn.
Yeah, you got to right there. If you're going cornerback.
But it's hard. J.C. Horn or Greg Newsome, either one of them is a good pick.
Yeah, I just picked J.C. Horn, so we're going with that one because that's what you said. I don't know
if I want to be in a room for this fucking pick.
Okay, here we go. This is not going to be a fucked upness. Okay, so this is not going to be some fucked up shit.
Oh, Eric's talking. Okay.
So this is the issue that I have. Okay. My issue that I'm having is that Trey Lance is still on the fucking board, okay? And we have both discussed multiple times, Jeremy, that Derek Carr this is a make or break year for him, right? But because they have Nathan Peterman and they have, of course, I'm going to bring up Nathan Peterman, Jeremy, because they still have Nathan Peterman on the roster, Marcus Mariota, and Derek Carr.
Fuck this draft.
And Derek Carr, I don't think they're going after Trey Lance. Okay, so I'm gonna kill that. They need a lot of defensive help, and I really, if J.C. Horn was still there, I would have picked him. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick Christian Darsaw. Darsaw. How do you say that name? Because
you actually made the right pick.
Even though they need defensive help, their offensive line has been significantly, I don't want to say hurt, but it's been changed a little bit. And I think with him sitting there, they have to go with him. Jeremy, as a Raiders fan, how do you feel about that?
I like that pick. That's where I hope he falls to. That's who I want them to take in the first round.
You thought I was gonna fuck this shit up and go with Trey Lance, didn't you?
Look, you're a fucking Chiefs fan.
Lance.
This is the issue. They have
Trey Lance in there, man. Get Derek Carr, trade Mariota. Get Trey.
Well, this is the problem. They just restructured Mariota's contract. They still have Nathan Peterman on their roster, and this is the final year of their contract. After this year, there's no dead cap, so they can literally get out of the Derek Carr next year free of charge. They don't have to do anything.
Right.
So you have 18 Miami. Who are you going with, Vince?
Oh. Man, okay, so I got Miami going edge rusher. I got them taking edge rusher out of Georgia, Azeez Olari.
Hold on. Where the fuck is he at? Okay, hold on.
Azeez. I can't believe he fell this far. but Azeez Alari.
Azeez Alari from Georgia. So Pro Football Focus has him as the 30th ranked person. His average draft position in all mock drafts is 33.9.
Yes. He has, if you watch his tape, he's easily the most explosive, and he has the most like natural pass rush moves. I think he's the best natural pass rusher in the draft. So if I'm taking one, the first edge rusher off the board, I think is going to be Azeez.
Okay, Jeremy, it's upcoming. You have the Washington football team.
No one likes living with a
See, I think they're gonna fuck this up. Right. Like I think they're gonna take a cornerback, and I think they're gonna take a cornerback that should be taken in like the 3rd round.
Okay.
But I mean, he's still there.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Who you got? All right. I think I know who you're talking about.
I get what you're saying.
But
I think they have more pressing needs.
Still there.
Okay, the linebacker.
I think I don't know. Look, y'all can't even say it. Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa.
Yeah, that guy, Jeremiah. Yeah. We're just gonna call him Jeremiah. Okay.
I already said. Right, JOK.
JOK, exactly. Good. This makes this the easiest pick ever coming up right now, because the Chicago Bears would get on their knees and pray to the pure baby Jesus that Trey Lance falls to them. They would literally get on their knees and do whatever anybody asked them if they could undo the fuck up they did in 2017. So I'm going to just say we're going to get Trey Lance off the board right now, and we're going to say that the Bears take Trey Lance. Because even though they have QB Dalton 1, they have Nick Foles, they have no belief in any of them. Sitting Trey Lance for a year,
right?
As you work out your signing with Allen Robinson for next year, you have some good running teams. Your defense is already good, so you don't have to put him in a position to do too much. He just doesn't have to fuck up. I think that is a perfect pick for the Bears if Trey Lance happens to fall there. Vince, I see you shaking your head. What do you think about that? Like yes, that. No? Okay. All right, I mean, you're on the clock.
Yeah, I like it. You kind of sold me with your explanation.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. They have more pressing needs. But their biggest need as of right now is quarterback. And they're trying to convince themselves that Andy Dalton is their quarterback.
Right.
You're on the clock with the Colts.
All right. So I think the Colts, they're going to reach, and I think they take wide receiver Rashad Bateman out of Minnesota. It's a reach, but I think that's who they take.
Okay.
Who?
Rashad Bateman.
Bateman, receiver out of Minnesota.
I had them taking Rondell Moore.
He plays a lot. Right. So, and the only reason why they don't take Rondell Moore is because Rashad Bateman plays a lot bigger than 6 feet. In my opinion, he plays like he's about 6'2", 6'3". Like he's a true kind of outside receiver. So I don't see them taking anybody in the slot just because they still have like T.Y. Hilton. They still have a couple guys like that. So that's why I think if they add somebody like Rashad Bateman, somebody who's a true outside receiver, I think that will help them in their offense. So that's the only reason why I did that. Was I had them taking Rashad Bateman.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. You're on the clock with the Titans at pick 22, Jeremy.
I think I'm going to have to go with Tevin Jenkins.
Tevin Jenkins, what position? Oh, from tackle from Oklahoma State?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I think that's a smart move for them.
All right, so I'm about to fuck this whole shit up right now because I think the Jets are happy with their new toy of Zach Wilson because that's who we said they took in the draft. Right. So, who is the fastest receiver in the draft right now?
Rondell Moore, probably.
Yeah.
Then there we go.
Or Kadarius Toney, I guess.
Yeah,
So we're going.
it's Kadarius Toney, I think, is the fastest.
Right. Yeah, I think it's Kadarius Toney ran the fastest. Yeah.
Okay. There we go. We're picking Kadarius Toney. That's who they're going with. And this is my reasoning. They fell in love.
And he is not very good either.
No, but they fell in love with how Zach Wilson could throw that ball 60 yards.
Right.
And as of right now, they do not have a speedster on their team.
Right.
And they're going to find somebody to pair. Now, probably they could have taken multiple different wide receivers.
Right.
But when you fall,
that makes sense.
But when you fall in love with him throwing 50, 60 yards off his back foot in fucking shorts and shirt, you go get a speed receiver to pair with him.
And also that improv where like a guy who can run in one route and then get open a second time. Right. That makes sense.
Yep. I know it's a huge reach, but in my thought process, that's where they're going with him.
Right.
You're on the
now
we're on to Pittsburgh.
Okay. So here's the thing. I had okay, my draft got a little messed up because I had I had Najee Harris going to Chicago.
Oh,
it's random. I don't know why, but I feel like they were like their best when they had Matt Forte kind of person. So Najee Harris to me is like that zone scheme, can catch out of the backfield. So honestly, I have Pittsburgh taking Travis Etienne, running back out of Clemson.
Ooh.
Okay. So I'm just letting you know, where's he at? I had Pittsburgh taking Kyle Trask. I could see. I told Jeremy. I told Jeremy today when he came by and picked up the shirt, I said if any team drafts a running back, I definitely see the Pittsburgh Steelers drafting a running back in the first round.
So it's crazy because I see Kyle Trask fitting with Pittsburgh, but not until like round 2 or round 3.
I agree with that.
So honestly, I agree with you. But I
didn't have a round 2 or round 3.
Right, exactly. Same here. But I'm just thinking of they just lost Connor, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just lost James Conner. So they need that. They need another back. If you think about Pittsburgh, they
I agree.
Run the ball like they're gonna So honestly, I have them taking Travis. Right. So I have them taking Travis Etienne out of Clemson.
Yeah.
But realistically, I had them only because Najee Harris was already gone. So I don't know. It's honestly Pittsburgh would probably take Travis Etienne over Najee Harris already. But I had Najee Harris as the first back off my board versus Travis Etienne.
Got you. So back to the Bears. You still think the Bears would take Najee Harris even though they took David Montgomery like 2 years ago, and they still have Tyreek Cohen on their roster. So they have David Montgomery and Tyreek Cohen.
And that part I didn't really look. Right. I just think one of them is on their way out.
Got you. In that scenario, it's most likely David Montgomery, yeah.
Right. And Chicago has always been so run heavy. Like, like you said, they still don't know about their quarterback situation. Yep. So I've always seen them as run the ball, play defense kind of team. So I feel like they needed that young back because both of their backs are kind of like on their way out. So one of them probably won't be on the team following this next season. So that's kind of how I looked at it.
I definitely had them going. I think I had them going cornerback, but with Trey Lance there, you just can't miss on that.
Right.
All right,
you can't.
Jacksonville, you're up again for the second time.
I got them taking Terrace Marshall Jr.
Who?
Terrace Marshall Jr. is a wide receiver.
Okay, that's smart from LSU, right? Yeah, LSU. Okay. So you did kind of what I did. They're going to pair their new favorite toy up with a brand new receiver.
Yeah, and I don't think the reason I don't think they take Elijah Moore is because he's 5'9".
Got you. All right, so I'm on I'm just letting y'all know this is easy to me because I'm on the clock with the Browns It says that they need edge line. I don't care. I'm taking Christian Barmore from Bama to go to the Browns.
Smart
On
choice.
offense, they don't need running backs. They don't need skill positions. They have 2 or 3 tight ends. You have a line with Myles Garrett, him, and Jadeveon Clowney. Oh, that's wrecking havoc on the run heavy offenses that they're going to see in the AFC North. I mean.
Right.
Hey, you get Baltimore. You get to not fuck up this pick.
All right.
This is your dream come true.
Yo, and you know what's crazy is I had them going safety, but Trevon Moehrig is already off the board, correct? He went to
Minnesota Vikings.
I
took him with the Vikings.
Right, Minnesota.
Yeah.
All right, so you're probably going to need to cut this guy's film on, and I'm probably crazy for taking this guy right now, but I don't even care because he's my favorite player in the draft. He's from Wisconsin Whitewater. There's an offensive lineman. He played center at Wisconsin Whitewater, but he's going to be playing guard. So I think the Ravens take Quinn Meinerz. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Quinnmeinerz. Cut this dude's film on real quick.
Wait,
you kind of went the same direction I went with your first pick.
Spell the name to me again. Quinn M-E-I.
So his first name, his last name is Meinerz. Cut this dude's film, bro. He's my favorite player in the draft.
I'm pulling him up right now. I'm trying to see if he has any videos.
My first pick for you guys was either him or Dylan Redunds, the tackle.
Okay, that's a good pick too. So I think we might go tackle, but I just have a feeling, dude, you cut this dude's film on.
Okay, I got it right here. Hold on. Let me see. I got to go back to the screen. Shoot.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
I got to switch it up. Hold on.
Film on, bro.
Let me go back to the screen. Share screen, Twitter. Where's Twitter? Where'd I put Twitter?
And he's a basketball player, so he played basketball too.
Chrome tab. Twitter.
But I think we need guard.
All right, so is this him right here on? Can you see it? Oh wait, hold on.
Wisconsin Whitewater prospect.
What school does he play for?
Wisconsin Whitewater.
So not Wisconsin.
No.
So this. Are they purple? This is him right here.
Hold on.
This is his profile.
Yes. If you can go to. Hold on.
That's a solid pickup for the Ravens if they make that.
Yeah, I have it. Yeah, this is him. He's 77, right?
Yeah, you got to watch his film. I watched him on YouTube, and the dude is scary, man. You cut his film on, the dude is fucking scary. Excuse my French, but he's frightening.
I don't think the Ravens go wrong at all with him or Redunds.
Yeah, I can agree. I can agree with that. Okay, so hold on. I gotta go find him.
Losing.
I gotta go find him in the mock draft. Hold on, let me find him. What's it? Okay, let me find him in the mock draft.
Right. If you go to Google, hold on.
Got him. You drafted him with the Ravens. Okay, so you're not going center. I had them going tackle, really, on tackle or receiver.
Okay,
I mean,
so
he's a little bit of a reach at that
Is
spot, but not much.
Right. Like this kid is a center, but I think he gets moved to guard. And then
I mean guard, not tackle, guard.
Right.
That's what I meant, guard.
Right. So I think, you know what I'm saying? So I think that they're able to shuffle him around, and I think that they're, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I like him, because it gives him versatility. But he's a dog. If you get a chance to watch his film,
he's in the draft as a guard.
Right. If you can pull it up, I don't know if you can pull it up on YouTube.
I'm trying to find some of it right
his
now.
Highlights. Yeah. Yep, he's 77, and they're purple and black. They almost look like Washington.
Yeah. It's I have it up on Twitter. Yeah, he's on Twitter. So I pulled up his file on Twitter and saw some of. Yeah, they look like Washington.
Bro,
you're 100% right.
Talk about a person that blocks with like bad intentions. That's him. Like
so
everything he does, I'm gonna paste it in the chat.
I think me and Womack are the only ones that really pay attention to linemen.
Yeah, because I don't pay attention to him. You know this.
Right.
All right, so I got him up. This is him, number 77, right here on his Twitter. So it'll show on if you see it.
If you can see it, bro, he is.
Yeah. Dude, look at this. Are you paying attention to the screen? Look at the screen.
Yes, he pulls.
Look at that fucking hit.
Yes,
boom! Oh shit!
Right.
Look, boom! Level the dude,
bro. And I don't care what level. You're playing at. If you get a D tackle, you're laying it out like that. Like
it'll show him doing a training exercise.
Right. Everything he does is physical, and that's why I think he fits what Baltimore's trying to do. Like we lost Marshall Yanda, and I think this dude is just as nasty, and that's kind of what they need. So it's a reach, but I think they have to grab him here.
So
it's a reach,
especially with the 2 first-round picks.
Like it's a reach, but it's not a bad reach.
Right.
He's already got a nice little YouTube following. He's verified, so people know who he is.
Right.
All right, let me go back to the screen. Where's it at? Mock draft. Okay.
Yeah, that's who I got. That's who I got Baltimore taking.
Okay, so you got
Baltimore. Morrig is gone.
Okay. So you got Baltimore taking. Okay, we got him. Baltimore take Quinn. Saints are on the clock. Jeremy, you're on the clock with the Saints. Who you got?
I think the Saints are going to go with Greg Newsome.
Okay, I don't mind that. I think that's a very good pickup.
It's a great pick.
I think that's a very good pick.
I mean, personally, I don't think Newsome falls that far, but
I don't either.
Right. I mean, honestly, I had him going to Green Bay. I had him going to Green Bay next. So I think that's a great pick.
So I didn't care if I got Green Bay. Who Green Bay was taking. I was making sure Green Bay took a wide receiver. Because I think Green Bay is tired of hearing that Aaron Rodgers is not thrown to a first-round draft pick except for the first time this year when he threw to what's-his-face from they used to play for the Rams. Oh, my God, I can't think of his name. So I think that I'm just going to go and say they take Elijah Moore. I think they take him. I don't think they're so worried about the size because I think it's Aaron Rodgers, and I think he'll do very, very well in that system because he's not going to be a number one. They'll probably play him more in the slot.
They need right.
Yeah, they'll play him more in the slot. They'll play him more in a.
It'll probably be more like
more like a Julian Edelman. Like I'm not that, but they'll play him more like that. They'll take advantage of his speed, his slot, his route running, but. With Devontae Adams, I think they'll be perfectly fine with that. I don't think his height's going to bother them at all. And the Bills are on the clock again. The Bills are on the clock for Coach Vince. Coach Woe.
Ooh, this is crazy because there's
a ton of good players left.
God, right. I had them taking in my mock. I had them taking Kadarius Toney.
Who I took with them.
Right, but I think Terrace Marshall's still there.
No, Jacksonville took Terrace Marshall. Jeremy took Terrace Marshall.
Okay. So here's what I got. I got Buffalo taking the tight end from Notre Dame, Tommy Tremble.
Right. Random, but they do need like a tight end does not bother me in their system. Like with having Tommy Tremble, you said, right? Because they have Stephon Diggs, even though they lost, John Brown? But they still have Stephon Diggs. They still have a multiple.
They got Diggs, right.
Yeah, they got a multiple of running backs still.
And I think Tom Trimble's good.
Yeah, I think that's a good.
And I think Trimble gives them versatility.
Uh-huh.
Right. I think he gives them really good versatility. So yeah, I think that's a safe pick for them.
With their offense, having a good tight end is not. Versatile tight end is very, very good. Okay, Jeremy, you're on the clock with the Ravens. The Ravens that was traded for KC for Orlando Brown, which, by the way, I love that trade.
Right.
This is tough for me.
Yeah.
Do they take the tackle since they took a guard, or do they take the tight end?
So just to give you a backup story, they traded Orlando Brown because he wanted to play tackle, and they already have somebody at tackle, and he got tired of playing guard. So that, and they didn't want to pay him next year and lose him for nothing. So that's kind of why.
Right.
That's kind of why they traded him.
Edge.
Yeah, I would definitely say receiver and edge in this position. They're not taking another lineman.
Right.
After he took a lineman in the first, after he already took one.
Oh wait.
So wide receivers.
So what receivers are there?
We got Rondé Moore.
Oh yeah! Wow.
We got Brown from North Carolina, Palmer, Cade Johnson.
But they have Jalen Phillips still available on the edge.
Yep, you still have Jalen Phillips available on the edge.
Right.
And you also have Jason Owa from Penn State. Owe.
Oh.
He had no sacks. That dude had 0 career sacks. Good on him.
Wait, what?
Or like three career sacks or some shit like that.
Okay, good.
Let me pull up his stats.
Yeah, let's see what he had.
I think he had like 3 career sacks or something crazy like that.
No.
6 points. Hold on.
Had no sacks.
He did not record a sack in 7 starts. No sacks. See, get the fuck out of here, bro. 7
He
starts.
didn't have a single
7
sack
starts,
last
no
year.
Sacks.
No, fuck that. He didn't have a single sack last year, but he still made a big impact.
Not really.
I think the issue you have this season is all the players that opted out last season.
Yeah.
Right.
That are in the draft.
But in 4 games as a reserve in 2018, he had 4 games. He had 4 tackles, 2 sacks. And then over 2019, 5 sacks. And then in his latest season, he had 0.
Because, I mean, even as an edge, you're at least going to you have half a sack, half a tackle, or some shit like that. Like, you get in on that shit. He's just not looking for contact. He's getting blocked and just getting blocked.
Right. Think about how much you're blocked by, like, a tight end or a back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's just getting –
come on, man.
But, okay, who are you picking, though? Who are you picking?
Wait. Who took – after Newsom, which one was that? Rondale Moore or Elijah Moore?
Elijah Moore got taken. So Rondale Moore's still
Ravens
there.
already have a fast receiver, though.
They
already got fast receivers.
They need a physical receiver.
They need a big receiver. That's the only thing. Right.
Because they have Hollywood Brown.
You don't want to take another Devin Duvernay, and they got Devin Duvernay. They got the other guy.
They need a big physical receiver.
So they got plenty of speed receivers. And there's really not a big receiver in this draft. I guess Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah.
See, that's who I have you guys taken, but
he's only 5'11", though.
Yeah. Well, no, Amon-Ra St. Brown is 6'1".
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that.
And it's difficult because I mean I have wrote down Amon-Ra St. Brown, but
I feel like they would need a big. There's not even any big receiver. Who's the biggest receiver in this draft? Hold on.
Like I mean, you got Tamorin Terry, which I mean he's 6'4", but
but he's way down there.
No one.
Yeah.
You know what I fucking hate? I hate when websites lock everything behind a fucking wall. I can't stand that. I'm just gonna say, Pro Football Focus,
they try to
get better.
Subscribe.
All of this shit is locked. I can't see slot catches. Nothing.
I'm not
locked. Fuck no.
I'm not paying.
I'll just go find it someplace else.
But I mean,
He's
I could also
6'1",
see
195 pounds. He's 6'1", 195.
But Tylan Wallace is a good pick too. Yeah.
I think they go edge, man.
I mean, you got Dynamite Brown that's there at 6'1" from North Carolina. Josh Palmer,
And then
6'2".
and then Nico Collins is like 6'4".
Josh Palmer,
from
6'2",
Michigan.
210. Yeah.
Nah, I go edge, man.
I mean, if I'm going edge, it's got to be Jason Owe.
Then go with him.
Right.
And I think from Penn State.
Yeah, so we're going with Jason Owe from Penn State for the Baltimore.
Yep.
So all this talk about them
Even though
must
he had
drafting
no sacks, I'm cool with that.
all this talk about them must driving a wide receiver in the first round, and they still don't fucking draft one. They're gonna leave him.
Honestly, I don't think that's the need. As a fan, it's not.
I know,
the
we've
need,
talked about
man.
it.
Like
We've talked about it with their play calling and
right,
stuff
we
like
already
that.
talked about like it had a lot to do with
All right.
scheme, yeah. So I think a lot of that shit was
But it's like I said, I have
understandable.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, but I mean, there's too many other good players on defense still on the board.
So this is the issue. So now,
Right.
yeah, you're
And
100%
that's
right.
why.
Like you can't
There'll be receivers
reach.
in round 2.
Yeah, you can't reach for a receiver when you have defensive needs and they're still on the board. Unless you're in the position that I'm in, because
Right.
I'm in the Tampa Bay Bucks position, which happened to bring back 22 fucking starters. And they're all in for this year. They
Right.
don't give a fuck. But they don't need a receiver.
2 starters last year, and he didn't win the Super Bowl.
No, we brought back 21 and 22.
Right.
And that was before COVID started. And once COVID started, that was not the same anymore. Once COVID started, we did not have 22 players. We may have had 13.
So okay, so then so who you got for Tampa Bay last week?
So I've normally picked Elijah Molden because I think this is a free pick for them. But because I think that they know Tom Brady doesn't have much time left, I think they're gonna take a quarterback. I'm gonna go with Kyle Trask.
I like that.
I'm gonna go with Kyle Trask because Tom Brady has what, 1 or 2 years left?
Right.
They're not going to pick in the top 5 as long as Tom Brady's being there. And you might not have a chance that you could have a draft as deep as what's now with quarterback class and have somebody you can develop. And this is a free pick, in my opinion, to them.
Right.
So just to go over the draft grade real quick.
I like it.
Devontae Smith with Alabama got a B. Everybody else got A's. That was your pick. Kitty Payne got a C+.
That doesn't make any sense.
He got a C+. Devontae Smith got a B. I got a B with Patrick Surtain. Rashawn Slater was a B+. Terrence Marshall with LSU was a B+, was a C-. Quinn was a C-. Tommy Trimble was a C-. So just to let y'all know, based on Pro Football Focus, I had the best draft because none of my guys were a C-.
That's crazy.
They gave the Bills.
We'll see Friday.
Well, definitely. They gave the Ravens a B in this scenario. They had multiple drafts. The Jets had an A+, and the Jaguars had an A.
Stop. I can't wait to talk about this next Tuesday. We got to save this page.
All right, so I'm downloading this right now. It's already I'm saving this. I'm sending it to my
Save
Yeah, I'm saving
Next
it. I
Tuesday,
downloaded
we
image
will
right
do
now.
that.
It's already downloaded. So we'll have this saved for next week. Join us next Tuesday when we just basically tear apart every draft pick we dislike. I'm not even. No, we're not even gonna talk shit about us. We're gonna be fans and talk shit about them, okay? Because we don't get paid to pick drafts. We could be wrong. If the damn Niners pick Mac Jones, I may go on a 15-minute rant just on that whole entire shit. Just letting y'all know.
Right.
Just letting y'all know.
Definitely.
So, with that, what do you, Bench, do you have anything that's coming up that you want to promote? Oh, what is the thing that you're doing with the 22 class of 22 and older? What was that you're doing that I saw on Twitter, the Instagram post?
So in about a week and a half, keep following. If you don't follow Instagram or follow my Twitter, it's Coach VWO on both platforms. Go ahead and give me a follow. I'm going to be doing a workout. I'm going to have some college coaches that reached out to me from a couple different schools, and they're going to plan a day where they come out to Vegas, and they're going to be offering dudes on the spot. So we're going to put them through a workout. It's going to be like different type of position drills, and we'll do like some one-on-ones. So stay tuned. I'll be posting it on all my platforms once I get this flyer put together.
What day is that on? Is that on a Saturday, a Sunday?
It's going to be I believe, a Friday. I'm still deciding. It's going to be either a Friday or a Saturday. But just stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned with the next couple of days, and I'll make the announcement.
All right. Jeremy, you got anything else to say? You got anything to promote? You got anything?
I mean, I don't have anything to promote. I'm just going to Dallas for the Predator 7U team with Coach B.
That's coming up in May, right?
Yeah, I think it's the 15th and 16th in Dallas.
Yep. So, of course, go check out his Twitter, check out his Facebook at Jeremy Hurley with a G. Check out his Instagram, and then you'll see some of our stuff on our Vegas Benchwarmer Instagram if he puts it up there. But just check out his stuff. Make sure you subscribe and follow him as well. Also, like always, like, share, comment, subscribe, follow us. LV Benchwarmers, all that shit's in the link. I'm not going through that. And with that, I think we're out. So, Jeremy, you want to take us out?
Put me in, Coach.
Peace. Later.